reported exercising had about 1.5, or 43%, fewer days of bad self-reported mental health in the past month compared to those who did not exercise. Poor mental health was reported in the study as stress, depression and trouble with emotions. The sweet spot for exercising was found to be 45-minute sessions 3 to 5 times a week. There wasn't a big difference in benefit for exercising beyond 90 minutes in a session, until one hit the 3-hour mark. After that, there appeared to be worse mental health associated with those people compared to others who did not exercise at all. "I think it makes sense," Checkrowd said. If you're not exercising enough, perhaps that's not giving you the biological aspect of exercise. Maybe you're not putting your body through the intensity and through the changes that it needs to stimulate those biological changes in the brain. And on the high end, anecdotally we hear a lot about people who get addicted to exercise, or maybe you're kind of running yourself into the ground. Though all forms of exercise resulted in better mental health compared to doing nothing, the strongest association was found in people who played popular team sports, a 22% lower mental health burden, cycling, 22%, and other aerobic and gym activities, 20%. Even completing household chores led to about a 10% drop in days of poor mental health in a month, the researchers found. Exercise in group settings could have a slightly higher benefit than exercise alone, Trivedi said. "There's not enough evidence to be very strong, but that could be what happened." As for cycling, Checkrowd, who is also chief scientist at Spring Health, a mental health company based in New York that provides mental health services to large employers and an avid cyclist himself, said, "There's biological benefit of exercise, and you'll have increases in your respiratory rate and your heart rate and that kind of thing. But also, it's an opportunity where you're not working for a relatively long period of time and you get to think things through, perhaps reevaluate situations that happen in your life." The authors adjusted for various physical and socio-demographic factors like age, race, gender, marital status, socio-economic status, education, self-reported physical health and previous diagnosis of depression. Still, the improvement seen from exercise was more than what could be seen from any other modifiable social or demographic factors such as education, body mass index or household income. 75 types of exercise were included in the report, leading to some experts preferring another label instead. In the current study, we see the inclusion of activities such as childcare, housework, lawn mowing, carpentry, fishing, and yoga as forms of exercise, wrote Drive. Gary Cooney, a psychiatrist at Gard Naval Royal Hospital in the United Kingdom, in an accompanying commentary published with the article. The study, in its all-encompassing approach, might more accurately be considered a study in physical activity rather than exercise. Though the study is purportedly the largest of its size, and unprecedented in scale, it does have a few limitations, Cooney said. Mental health disorders are not a monolith, and there are discrete factors involved in research and clinical purposes of various conditions like dementia, substance misuse or personality disorder, he said. There is an uncomfortable interchangeability between mental health and depression, as if these concepts were functionally equivalent, or as if other mental disorders were somewhat peripheral, wrote Cooney, who also cited the author's choice to research previous studies regarding exercise and primarily depression. Consequently, the study may offer the most guidance in depression research. "I think that particular concern is more of an academic concern rather than a practical concern," Checkrowd countered. "I think part of the reason that we were less concerned about that than the particular commentary was that we know that depression and anxiety are the most common mental health conditions. And when we talk about mental health, most people have mood or anxiety disorders. So it's true that some people will have things like schizophrenia or bipolar disorder, but those conditions make up a very small percentage of the population. In the future we can start to maybe hone in on different illness categories and maybe we would see a different pattern, but I think overall though it's kind of an edge case in this situation," he added. And because the answers to the survey are self-reported, individuals who have conditions like schizophrenia, schizoaffective disorder or bipolar affective disorder, may have a diminished ability to do so accurately, Cooney said. The next step in research is asking more detailed questions and following up with people long-term, Trivedi said. The authors of the study also proposed collecting data from wearable trackers, like Fitbit, to more precisely determine how frequency, duration and intensity of exercise and mental health burden are connected. And patients should actually get well informed and become informed consumers and ask their doctors about whether this is a valid treatment for them or not, Trivedi said. And if the doctor says yes, then you try to figure out a plan to make sure, like any other treatment, if you get pills, then you figure out a way to take them regularly. If you're a doctor and you decide exercise is your treatment, then you develop strategies to make sure you basically swallow the pill.